Hello and welcome. I'm Professor Wordsworth, and this is Masterwork Analysis. Recently, there's been quite a bit of discussion and discrepancy amongst the online musician community regarding Lynyrd Skynyrd's Sweet Home Alabama, and in what key does the song reside. Today we will determine once and for all what the tonality of this piece actually is. Before we begin analyzation, we must first define two musical terms, key and mode. Encyclopedia Britannica defines key as, on a piano, organ, harpsichord, virginal, etc., the keys are the levers which the performer depresses to activate the action. No, that can't be right. Ah yes, key. In music, a system of functionally related chords deriving from the major and minor scales, with a central note called the tonic. The central chord is the tonic triad, which is built on the tonic note. In musical notation, the key is indicated by the key signature, a group of sharp or flat signs at the beginning of each staff. Thus, the series of notes with intervals defining a major tonality and based on the key of G is in the key of G major. Mode, on the other hand, is defined as, in music, any of several ways of ordering the notes of a scale built on different scale degrees, thus providing a theoretical framework for the melody. It specifies which notes can be used and indicates which have special importance. Of these, there are two principal notes, the final, on which the melody ends, and the dominant, which is the secondary center. Now that we've properly defined these terms, let us observe Sweet Home Alabama in detail. As we can see by the key signature of 1 sharp, the piece initially appears to be in the key of G major. However, the key signature doesn't necessarily dictate the tonality of a piece, and I think this is where the disagreement amongst musicians lies. In order to determine the tonality, we must analyze the chordal structure and melody. If we look at the opening chord progression, which continues throughout the song, the guitar plays arpeggiated versions of D, C sus2, and G chords. Although these chords can be found in the key of G major, there seems to be an emphasis on the D chord. The full measure of G in the second bar contains a guitar lick that projects us back to the D chord. All the verses and choruses resolve to this D major chord, suggesting the tonic of the piece is actually D major rather than G major. Let us now take a look at the melody of the chorus to see if we get any hints to which note the melody resolves. As we can see, the melody resolves down to the note D on Lord, I'm Comin' Home to You, which leads us to believe that the tonal center of the piece is in fact D. Let's hear what the melody would sound like if it ended on G. Doesn't sound quite resolved, does it? Therefore, the resolving or final note on which the melody ends and the final chord are both D, which is the 5th scale degree in the key of G major, otherwise known as the Mixolydian mode. One might be able to say that Sweet Home Alabama is in the key of G major because of the key signature, but the more accurate representation would be to identify the tonal center as D Mixolydian. No wonder when we look at the key signature, there is an asterisk which points us to the footnote stating the tonality of D Mixolydian. I hope this clarifies that the tonality of a song is more determined by its resolving tone and/or tonic chord rather than the key signature. This has been Masterwork Analysis with Professor Wordsworth. Please like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments which song you'd like me to analyze next. Thanks for watching. Class dismissed.